Hey, what's going on, everybody? Been a while since I posted any kind of videos on YouTube, but I just made a couple purchases for my Yugo M70 B1 rifle. This is a contract build that Century did years back. I think this is on a Nodak Spud receiver, but I guess that's really not what the video is about. But for those of you wondering, that's what this is. Just a contract build M70B1. Been a fantastic rifle. A little on the heavy side, but works great. So here about last week, I ordered a couple new parts. So as I'm getting a little bit older, my vision's starting to lack a little bit on the iron sights. Plus, everybody's kind of going to red dot optics, and for good reason. There's a lot of benefits to them. So I kind of figured I'd finally jump on the bandwagon. So my weapon of choice is the AK platform. Love ARs, great rifles. Just kind of gravitate a little bit more to this particular rifle. It just kind of checks a lot of the boxes for me. So researching mounts, this rifle doesn't have the side optic mount. So that I was kind of screwed when it came to the traditional side mount rail, and I know there's some pros and cons to those as well. So I started kind of looking around, see what other options were out there, and ended up coming across the Attero arms. I've seen them years ago. They've been out for quite some time. Didn't really know a lot about them, so kind of doing my research. Everybody's got a lot of positive reviews. So this particular Attero arms mount is the Bravo XL mount, and the difference between the Bravo and the Bravo XL is just the length of the length of the actual rail. It's a little bit longer than the Bravo rail, and it's probably got a little different hole pattern too, if I had to guess. And reason they do that is for some of the bigger red dots. This is also kind of new. It's the Holosun HE 515 GM green dot. This has the 65 MOA circle with the green 2 MOA dot in the center of it. So both these kind of were new purchases for me, and took it out to the range, put about 600 rounds through it today, and just wanted to put it through its paces, see how I liked it. And the green dot's fantastic. I don't have any beef with this thing. It has plenty of adjustments for low lighting, as well as if you're out in, like for me, I'm out in the North Carolina sun today. It's extremely bright, and I still didn't even come close to maxing out the reticle and brightness. So plenty of adjustments. Comes with a real nice quick disconnect mount, which you can see I've kind of taken that off and bolted directly to the Attero arms mount. These do come with I think it's a 300-meter sight on it, so it's kind of a backup sight. Now if you look closely, kind of one of my beefs with this particular mount is, if you look at my cap, it's kind of rests below the rear sight here. So if you needed to flip open your caps, you're going to end up hitting the sight. So that's kind of what sucks about these caps. So if you got bikini caps, it'd probably work fine. I've got the clear covers on here. I wanted to try leaving them on there for a little bit, see how I liked them. But that's one thing that does not really function well with the Attero arm. So aside from that, everything with the mount, good solid lockup. So when you install this, it's got kind of a shim that slides in where the leaf spring goes, snugs down, and then you got a roll pin that you slide through. So I didn't get any flex out of this mount today while shooting. So you do have to Loctite everything. Just side note, when you use Loctite, guys, make sure you clean the screws and the holes extremely well with a good cleaner like alcohol or some sort of degreaser, or that Loctite's not going to set up correctly. So with the Attero arms, that was kind of a downside to it, was the caps. Also with the little bit longer mount, taking the top cover as well as your bolt carrier out, you do rub a little bit on the back side of the mount. You can still get the bolt in and out just fine, but it does kind of rub on that mount. You do have to apply a little bit of pressure to that bolt as far as upward pressure, or the bolt carrier, when you're reinserting it back into the rifle. So it goes, it's not real hard, but yeah, initially when I first tried to take the bolt in and out, I was kind of sweating it a little bit because I thought that was going to cause some issues, but after a few times of taking it in and out, it works pretty good. So as far as the optic, I bought the optic off Amazon. Trying to remember what I paid for this. I think it's in the neighborhood of right around $300, if I can remember correctly, maybe $340, $320, something like that. But fantastic optic. Comes, like I said, with a couple different mounts. Kill flash, which I took out. The Attero arms mount I got from Kyber Customs. Fast shipping on that. They send you a little bit of swag too. I know they got some I think they've teamed up with Third Pin Threads, so you get a little bit of swag with it. The Twizzlers that came with it, I already ate those. So but yeah, thumbs up to those guys too. Great product and fast shipping, good prices. So I think I paid right around $80 for the mount. So that's all I got, guys. I hope this helps. If you got questions, feel free to reach out to me. I know there's a lot of other videos on this, so talk at you later.